Hello everyone. For this week's review, I chose to review the video game Battlefield 3 and to tell you why you should purchase it and play it instead of Call of Duty. Battlefield has much more qualities than Call of Duty for reasons of they have more modes such as close quarters combat, tank superiority, conquest, rush, gunmaster mode, and those are just to name a few. And if not only for the size of the maps as well, with Call of Duty you kind of get the feeling where you're enclosed. You can't go off the beaten path too much. You can't really interact with the objects around you. Here's a great example of how the attention to detail in this game is just so amazing. As you pick up a rocket and fire it, you can see all the debris fly everywhere. That doesn't just go for rockets. That goes for tanks, cars, guns, everything in the game. As I said before, the size of the maps are outstanding, and this goes for all the maps in the game as well. Battlefield uses the Frostbite engine to accomplish this, something Call of Duty couldn't even begin to touch. Battlefield also has an in-game store where you can purchase new map packs, weapon kits, all kinds of downloadable content, which is really cool. And there's also Battlelog, which is another separate website that you can go to and track all your progress in much more detailed ways, such as how many hours you have with each gun, how many bullets fired out of each individual weapon, how many hours you have spent in helicopters, how many hours you have spent in tanks. The list just goes on and on what you can do, and you can invite your friends also on Battlelog, and then there's a direct feed that goes to your home screen when you're playing Battlefield 3, and it just pops up and it shows all kinds of different information such as what your friends unlocked, what they're doing in the game, the progress they've made thus far, which is pretty cool. Also on Battlefield, there is a whole list of vehicles that you can use, such as T-90s, Abrams, LAVs, Strykers, Amtraks, helicopters, gunships. There's just so many, the list goes on, and that's one thing that Battlefield prides himself in, is keeping up on the different types of technology and equipment that's out there to use today, so to make it available in video games. And Call of Duty doesn't do that so much. You can't really grab a javelin and lock onto a tank that's driving down the street or driving across a field, because there are no fields that you can drive across tanks in Call of Duty. And so things like that just make the game much more interesting over Call of Duty. Like I said, Battlefield 3 has an array of map packs and different things to offer you. And if you do end up becoming a premium member, then here are a few of the things you can expect to see. You have the Back to Karkland expansion pack, which was originally on the PC, now made available on all consoles. You have the Close Quarters pack, which is running through office buildings, tight situations. There's the Armored Kill pack now. Big tank battles, epic scenes, great gameplay. And to be released in December is Aftermath. And then after that, sometime in February, is Endgame. Own plenty of weapons, plenty of vehicles, plenty of objectives to do. How could you not want to play this game? Now the price on Battlefield isn't so bad. It's only $40 for the regular edition. You can also get the premium edition, which is $60, and that'll give you the map packs, all the downloadable content, all the weapon kits, and everything that you would need, which is a good bargain, because if you were to decide to become a premium member after only having the regular edition, it's going to cost you $50, and so it'll be $90 altogether as opposed to just $60, which is really cool. So on top of that, Call of Duty has all kinds of different downloadable content as well, except for the fact that it's going to cost you a lot more altogether than it would if you just go ahead and spent the $60 on Battlefield and called it a day. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on Battlefield 3 very soon.